The Jesus who is portrayed in Mark isn't like the Jesus who's portrayed in the other Gospels. In Mark, Jesus can sometimes seem mysterious or hard to understand. We'll talk about why next. Mark is the only one of the four Gospels that was written by someone who had access to an eyewitness account of Jesus' ministry. Scholars believe that John Mark, the author of this book, knew the disciple Peter. So remember that what you're getting in Mark is a view of Jesus from a disciple's perspective. Now imagine for a minute what it was like to be a disciple. Who was this man who could heal the sick and raise the dead, and who even had enough authority to forgive sin? That's a lot to try to comprehend. And that's probably why the Jesus in Mark can seem hard to understand. The disciples certainly felt that way. Even after they had seen him feed the multitude in chapter 8, the disciples still worried when they didn't have enough food of their own. And in Mark chapter 9, even though Jesus tries to prepare his disciples for the crucifixion and his resurrection, the disciples just don't seem to get it. The Bible says that the disciples understood not that saying and were afraid to ask him. But even if Jesus as portrayed by Mark is more challenging to understand, Jesus still comes across as kind, compassionate, and infinitely patient. Though he doesn't hesitate to reprimand his disciples, he doesn't lose faith in them either. The last thing we see in Mark is Jesus sending his disciples into the world to continue his ministry. And they went forth, the Bible says, and preached everywhere, the Lord working with them and confirming the word with signs following.